Hello, Frenzy. My name is Kate Shirk, and welcome to Kathy Rain 2 Soothsayer. Okay, I am a horrible fan because I actually didn't find out they were doing a sequel to this until like the week before it came out. But it's great because it gave me an opportunity to go back, play director's cut, get back into the lore of the game, and then jump right into Soothsayer. So, yeah, I don't want to waste some more time. Let's go ahead and just jump into it. Do you want to see a recap? No, because we just played it, so we are good. This game is intended for mature audiences and contains graphic depictions of suicide and other disturbing imagery. If your discretion buys, I read that so fast, thinking it was going to be out. Okay. May 20th, 1998. Day one. Okay, so first game was 95. Kathy was 21. So if that was 21, she's got to be what? Just 3 years later?
We're closed.
So she's 24, 25? Oh my God.
For fuck's sake.
I mean, I get it, girlfriend.
Hey, kid.
Oh. Lucas.
Gee, what happened to you? Looks like somebody's been through the ringer.
You should mind your own business, old man, before I bring up your ex-wife.
Hey now, I'm just looking out for a former student of mine. You're always my business.
Oh, I bet I am. That's the only way a has-been like you could ever stay relevant.
Ha! Yeah, that must be it. Now, you gonna invite me in and just let me stand here like an asshole?
Fine, come in then. You want some coffee?
I got enough, old sis, thank you very much. That brew you make is rancid.
Oh, I did that on purpose. I wanted to do detective work, not dumb chores like some airbrained secretary.
Feigning incompetence, huh? Clever move.
I guess so. I just wish that shrewdness of mine could make me some money.
There's my segue. Did you hear the news on the Soothsayer?
I never took you for a sucker, Lucas. This is Cassidy. There's no way that reward is legit.
You're wrong. Mayor Adams is different. He's the real deal.
And you know this how exactly?
Well, because it just so happens that I was hired to find dirt on the guy. I got nada. Zip. He's a total Boy Scout.
Whatever. We're still talking about a serial killer. Do I look suicidal to you?
Kinda. You passed out at noon, stinking of booze, and that eviction notice hanging over your head isn't doing you any favors.
That's none of your concern. I'm handling it. I just need a goddamn case. A normal case. Free of homicidal maniacs.
Don't know what to tell you, kid. Things are looking kinda dry on that front, you dig?
Oh, God. Please don't try to sound hip, Lucas. Your Dick Tracy imitation is cringeworthy enough.
I suppose you could always pawn off that bike of yours. Buy you another month or two.
Oh.
Tell him, Mildred.
Mildred.
Lose the Catmobile? I'd rather chop off my left tit.
Ooh.
I may be a has-been, but I'm fairly sure that self-mutilation won't do you much good. A couple $100K, on the other hand.
I love money just as much as the next girl, but, I mean, this isn't just a long shot. It's about as likely as Mildred turning vegan and taking up juggling.
Come on, one more case, for old time's sake. 50-50 split. How could anyone beat my rugged charm and your youthful vigor?
Lucas, we both know you're about as charming as a clown at a funeral. And the last time I saw my vigor was 3 tequila bottles ago.
All right. I know what I'm beating. I'll drop it.
Look, thanks for the tip. I might actually take a shot at that bounty, but you need to accept that we're not a team anymore. We had a good run, but I have my own thing going. Look, see? My name is on the frosted glass and everything.
I can respect that. You're not allergic to a little quid pro quo from time to time, though, are you?
Now, that I can do. That's how the world works anyway. It's all just an endless circle jerk of quid pro fucking quo.
I don't quite see things that way. but my door is always open if you'd like to discuss the case.
Sure. May the best woman win.
You telling me I'd look good in a dress? Later, kid.
Bye, Lucas.
The Soothsayer. Did I say Sooth?
Well, it's not like I have anything better to do. I should have information on the Soothsayer somewhere in this room.
Okay.
What bills? Never saw those. Nope, no siree. The city we're in, unfortunately.
Cassidy.
Various reference books and technical manuals.
Okay.
Just outdated casework. Can't bring myself to take them down.
My living area? Ah, okay. Gotcha. Oh, cool. She got a little, like, studio apartment back here.
My walk-in closet. It's a real mess in there. I better not open the door, or I'd risk spilling all sorts of shit out here.
I mean, fair. Mine's a catch-all, too. And I need to fix it and
Nah,
get clean.
no fun alone and sober.
That's a beautiful vanity.
This might be useful. Nah, I'll live with my current face. Various spices and condiments gathering dust. Keeps me in perfect timing. I wish, but if I don't shape up and get some work done, I'm gonna end up sleeping somewhere way less comfy.
And Kathy will automatically go to bed when you have completed all daily tasks. Okay, lava lamp.
I figured the room needed some extra groove.
I love lava lamps.
Oh, cryptic chaos. Can't wait till they're back in town. I better put that away later, for Mildred's sake. That little rascal has proven that, yes, cats can get drunk. How's it hanging, Lampy?
Outside. Dirty dishes. Oh, I hate it when
Still same old Cassidy. City of Gleam. No time to do the stupid dishes. I've got a case to solve.
I was making sure I'm not missing anything here. Scarf.
Maybe later. The red one goes better with this set.
Is that a
I
handbag?
shouldn't need to bring that. There's storage on the bike if I need it.
Okay. Bike tools.
Eileen and me. Before Rain investigation started going downhill.
Oh.
We worked great together, didn't we? I wish things didn't have to go the way they did.
Because if we remember, there was a next time.
I better not open that. Wouldn't want the mold to spread.
Yikes. She's like, oh, there's
Useful
the next
things for when
time.
the Catmobile needs a tune-up.
Okay, so we'll go back to the office here. Where's the bathroom? Kitty.
Who's the best fluff ball? Couldn't agree more.
Aw. Kitties, I love kitties. Okay,
My
certificate.
private investigator's license issued last year. I was worried how Lucas would react, so I applied for it behind his back. I
Well-
couldn't have been more wrong, though. That old fart has been nothing but supportive since then. My radio, with a built-in cassette player. I prefer the quiet right now. That cranky drawer is stuck good. I know Eileen had some magic trick to get it open. Too bad she's not around.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the headache, you Mexican jerk. I should grab this in case I need to snap some shots.
Okay, so we got that.
The yellow pages. Handy for looking up people and businesses.
Back in the day. Nowadays they don't.
Huh.
Yeah. Oh, come on, you dumb thing. Okay, so I don't have anything there.
When there's new messages, it blinks. It's high-tech like that.
Let me move this just a minute so I can see. Okay. I got nothing.
Very.
Phone.
Thankfully, I don't need to make any calls right now. Every time I pick that thing up, I pray there's still a dial tone.
Dial tones. I kind of miss them. Even though I hate answering and talking on the phone.
Yeah. Maybe there's something about the killings in these papers. All right. I found a few interesting articles about the most recent murder.
Okay, what we got? Deborah. Soothsayer targets best-selling author Cassidy serial killer hits high-profile victim. At age 49, the one and only Deborah Sinclair was tragically taken from us. She was stabbed to death on May 8th in her iconic cabin. This chilling signature mirror left on the scene made it clear that she had become yet another Soothsayer victim. We are told by sources in the Cassidy Police Department that there was no sign of a break-in and no items of value were stolen. Collins' death comes as no surprise, acute blood loss caused by sharp force trauma. The circumstances surrounding this crime are strikingly similar to the original casualty of the Soothsayer, Rose Taylor, also a middle-aged woman, stabbed to death in her home. This makes 5 victims in 3 months, and the lack of results on the case is starting to anger the citizens of Cassidy. Mayor Adams gave the following statement on May 11th. I'll be the first to admit that I hope to see swifter progress concerning these killings. We plan to evaluate more radical measures in the coming weeks. The chief of police had no comment. Excuse me. Let's see here. Final Cassidy mine closed. Pest control. Science fair. Soothsayer. Wow, she looks kind of like Kathy from there. Deborah Sinclair. Signature Yapon tea? Let's see. Jane Doe was slain on the publication of the anniversary of Storm Chaser, one of Sinclair's classic novels. A simple coincidence, or do these murders have a deeper connection to the author? The murder occurred in Sinclair's famous writer's retreat near the border of the National Park. The National Park Service was first on the site and currently in control of the crime scene. As the NPS lacks the necessary training and resources to conduct murder investigations, we should expect that the crime scene will also will soon be handed over to the Soothsayer Task Force at the KPD. For now, the body has been transported to the city morgue, awaiting clearance for pathological examination. Chief Ranger Samuel Walker had the following comment. We are still establishing all of the facts surrounding this crime. Please be patient. We all want to do right by Deborah. Deborah Sinclair was a longtime friend of the Gazette and led a prolific life with more than 30 novels published during her lifetime. Holy fucking shit, 30? On this day, we mourn the loss of a cultural icon, and we pray that her death will be the last at the hands of the vile Soothsayer. Yikes. May 8th, 1998. May 9th, 1998. Okay. So 98, I was 11. Or I would be getting close to 11. Yeah. By that time. My birthday's in August. So, a massive West Side power outage last night raises questions.
Alright. I think that's everything I've got on Deborah in here. When I'm ready to leave, I should be able to learn more about the other victims at the library.
Okay. Okay, so always remember, utilize your local library as much as possible. Lockpicks. Oh, she comes with them. Oh, and we still have the lighter and the stun gun. Wonderful. Bye, baby. Spacebar hold display interactables in the room. Oh, see, I like it when games like this have that.
No thanks. Ballet is not my kind of scene. Nah, I got one at home. That an actual avocado tree? Sure looks the part.
I tried growing one and it didn't work. Of course I didn't.
A plaque with some prominent donors. Interestingly, Deborah Sinclair is listed here.
Yeah.
So apparently if there's a fire, I'm supposed to run through those gigantic double doors 10 feet away. Phew, I'm saved.
I tried growing an avocado tree, and it didn't really work out for me, but...
Ugh, plenty of bad memories from this place. Being forced here for school was the worst. The old librarian lady was the meanest hag you could imagine, and she had it out for me from the start.
One of my first memories from going to a local library was back when we still lived in like the Kentucky area, like in a place called Henderson, Kentucky, if that sounds familiar. It's talked about in A League of Their Own, but my parents lived in this place called, and it's right next to Evansville, Indiana. And I remember when we lived there, my parent, I remember a friend of mine from school, his mom would take us and we would go to the library, and this was back when computers were new, and we like to go and we like to play games on the computer there and go and check out books. So
Hi, I need some help, please.
Of course. How can I be of assistance?
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair?
Quite a bit. Do you have a more specific line of inquiry?
What do you know about the murder?
I believe she was killed at her writer's retreat, stabbed to death. The police say the MO was similar to the other victims, with the shattered mirror and all that.
Where's this writer's retreat located exactly?
There's an area called Bear Creek, just on the border of the national park. Sinclair owned a small cabin there.
All right, got it. That's a decent drive, so I think I'll head out there tomorrow.
okay, so that'll be tomorrow. What else we got?
What do you know about the murder?
I believe she was killed at...
Oh, we already did that, right?
What kind of books did Deborah write?
She dabbled in many different genres over the years, but her main bulk of work could probably be defined as horror, mystery, or a combination of the two. Afflicted, Dead Ends Meet, and the Jenny Payne trilogy are some of her most well-known titles.
Huh, okay. Was she working on a new book when she died?
Oh, she was at a writer's retreat.
I believe so, yes. But I don't have any details to share.
Was Deborah a popular author?
Oh, yes. Even before her death. Afterwards, her popularity has reached astronomical levels.
I can imagine. Borrowing one of her books now is out of the question, right?
Correct. 6 months wait minimum.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I figured.
So if you do join your local library, lots of them have access to things called Hoopla or Libby, which is a wonderful program that you can get ebooks. Many a times they don't have weights on those books. And you can also get audiobooks if that's more your thing. Save you a shit ton of money as opposed to Amazon. Not that I'm downing the book side of Amazon. It's done a lot for indie authors. But if you need that, that's also available as well. I have saved so much money, not to mention the books I've been able to listen to. It's a wonderful program. So check out your local library. Also, check out the Queer Liberation Library. Free to join as long as you have an American address. Let's see.
What do you know about Deborah's private life?
She had quite an interesting life. Adopted as a child, and her adoptive father, Sebastian Willis Sinclair, was an accomplished author in his own right. Deborah's birth mother was a young homeless woman, and her father was a Native American. Deborah spent much of her life trying to track down her biological father, unsuccessfully. Perhaps in some part, due to her roots, Deborah's books have often contained subject matter inspired by Native American religion.
Cool.
She was childless and unmarried when she passed away. Rumors say she was gay, but
Hell yeah.
God-nosed tabloids are quick to jump to conclusions. I don't think she ever clarified that matter to the public.
Well, it was 98.
If you are curious to learn more, I would highly recommend her acclaimed autobiography, Unbound.
Oh, I might check that out. Thanks for the information.
Okay.
I'm looking to find some information on the Soothsayer.
Ah, quite a few people have taken an interest in that case lately.
That's so. Well, I'm not scared of a little competition. So, you got anything for me?
Yes. I would direct you to the microfilm viewer at the end of the hall.
Microfilm, I haven't used that
We
in
have
years.
full scans of all of the major newspapers dating all the way back to the 50s.
Perfect. I should be able to browse those for some articles about the murders.
Indeed. If I may ask, what is your own interest in the case?
You probably heard there's a reward, right? I'm a PI, and money is tight, so...
I see. I suppose we each have our own ways to make a living.
Thanks. I'll come back if I have more questions.
Very well. Good luck.
A workstation for the librarian. If I need to search for books, I could use the computer down the hall.
Post office in the library?
You can rent one of those if you lack a fixed address. Let's hope things don't come to that.
I mean, why don't you just go to the post
A
office?
bunch of magazines. Mostly celebrity gossip, it looks like.
Oh, I didn't want to do that. Resume.
If I need a book, I should...
Okay, well, let's go to the computer then. This is back when computers were becoming a lot more prominent. Green screens? By 98, there weren't that many, unless it was just like... what did she say? Or what'd he say? Unbound. Hell yeah. Collins. Publication date, October 4th, 1996. Unavailable. Deborah Sinclair's long-awaited autobiography outlines the author's tumultuous life and rise to worldwide prominence. The book takes the form of a series of interviews by Sinclair's longtime friend and colleague Stephen Collins. Huh. Interesting. Where are we?
Let's see here. It would take ages to look through all the microfilms since the killings began. So maybe I can figure out on what date the murder prior to Deborah's occurred. Hopefully I can deduce the date of the previous murder from the articles I picked up at the office. When I have a good date written down, I can view the corresponding microfilm and look for useful information.
Okay, what do we got here? Okay. So,
Alright, I've got a date written down. I can use that to find the corresponding microfilm.
cool.
I've already written down that.
So 125, microfilm.
It's one of those advanced microfilm viewers. No. I don't think this date I've got written down is good. I can't waste time by checking every date.
So that doesn't work. Well, shit.
Some antique.
Hang on a minute. Let's look at this again. There had to be one. Inspiration, hope.
Anything I print should appear here. I think...
So 125 doesn't work.
If I need a book...
Hang on. Let's look here. Sinclair Deborah. Okay. Can I look? Okay, let's see what we got. So she's supposed to have like 30 books written, but she's only got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, that's just how it goes. Kiona Thunderheart, a Native American tribeswoman and daughter of the chief, is forced to hunt down and kill her own father after he becomes possessed by a Wendigo and threatens their whole village. That sounds fantastic. A distant, lonely couple falls in love after meeting in a vivid dream. The pair becomes obsessed with reuniting in the real world, whilst opposed at every turn by Mr. Clock, a mysterious and ruthless adversary. Let's see, 1980, Jesus Christ. Hannah's dating life has been a whirlwind of charm and mystery. Every man she meets seems perfect, yet something is strangely askew. Beneath their different faces and personalities, there's an inexplicable familiarity that she can't seem to shake. As Hannah tries to piece together these patterns, she begins to question not only her choices, but the very nature of men drawn to her. 78. Wow. For the sake of mental clarity, David Walker leaves a successful business behind to retreat to a remote forest cabin. At first, the solitude is healing, but soon strange instincts take hold. It's as if David's mind is being reshaped by something primal and deeply unfamiliar. Are these sensations the echoes of ancestral memory, the onset of madness, or the influence of an unseen force? Ugh. As the line between reality and delusion blurs, David starts to feel an undeniable magnetic pull to the local caves. The truths he uncovers there could lead him into a darkness older than humanity itself. Okay, there's a Jenny Payne series. 85. Traveling musician and illusionist solves crimes around America using deduction and trickery. 89. Second chapter in Jenny Payne's saga brings her to Europe to investigate her family's mysterious dark past. 93. My sister was just a little baby, and now she has a little baby. The stakes are higher than ever, with Jenny Payne locked up in jail and framed for murder. Can she escape, clear her name, and stop the murderer from killing again? 87. It's before I was born. Storm Chaser is an epic tale of Native American warrior who sets out on a grave quest to save his tribe from American settlers in the 1800s. 83. Three estranged friends are compelled to reunite in their hometown to confront the haunting memories of their childhood. Soon questions arise. This old gardener lady called Nettles truly a witch? And what actually happened when the fourth member of their group, 8-year-old Johnny P., mysteriously disappeared? The truth is darker than any of them can imagine, and they will all come to learn the true reason of why they were summoned there. And Unbound, and we know that one. Okay. Wait, what was the other one? Saying their friend, right? Hold on, let me look here for a second. Let's look at Unbound. Stephen Collins. Okay, so let's look up... The Mauve Affair. 1990. Stephen Collins' award-winning depiction of a botched bank robbery told by a group of unreliable narrators. In this captivating story about bank robbers, a nurse held hostage, a journalist, and a hostage negotiator, Collins masterfully weaves his twists and turns, always keeping the reader at the edge of their seat. Though never officially confirmed, The Mauve Affair has been rumored to contain ghostwritten chapters by several other authors. Okay. So, what
If I need...
let's see here.
It's one of those advanced microfilms can...
Okay, so we need a date. That's not what I wanted. Wow, I can only go to January? Wait, they said there was like 11...
We're still in May. It doesn't make...
Right? There was like...
Some local hero from the Civil War, I think? Well, either...
Okay. Hold on. Computer, that's all that. I'm just checking to make sure I'm not missing anything. It's not gonna let me talk to these people, but... Let's make sure I'm not missing something. Let's see if I can talk to him.
One more.
Yes?
I don't see a
I don't have anything there.
I saw that Deborah Sinclair was one of the financial contributors to the library.
Indeed. This place had gone through a rough patch, and I'm told that her gift came just in the nick of time, saving the library from closure.
That's good.
Those boxes over there can be rented anonymously, right?
Yes. Would you like me to set that up for you?
Not right now. But if I'm evicted in a few weeks, I might just take you up on that.
Oh, I sincerely hope it doesn't come to that.
Can I pick?
Sure.
We know about this.
What do you know?
I believe she was killed at her.
I'm looking.
Ah.
That's so. Well,
Yes. We have full scan.
perfect. I should be able to browse those.
Indeed. If I'm.
You probably.
I see.
That's all that shit.
Thanks.
Okay.
Very well.
But.
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah. Make sure there's nothing here that I'm missing. I don't know.
That doesn't.
Hold on a second. Let's see. May 8th. What are we on? This is May 13th. What's today? Okay, she was on May 8th. So, hold on. May 9th. So she was on May 9th. Hold on a minute. Rose Taylor. 5 victims in 3 months. Five victims in 3 months.
We're still.
Okay, so wait a minute. So she died, what, the 8th? So we have that one. 5 victims in 3 months. Is there anything with tax day, statehood day, President's Day, Valentine's Day, MLB Day? There's nothing there. So hang on. Let's try this here. It's gotta be May 8th. Did I do it the wrong day? I'm trying to see if there's, let's see, May 11th. Let me just look in here real quick. Unless for closure. 5th victim. And there was 5 victims in 3 months, right? Rose Taylor, the original casting, was stabbed to death in her home. 5 victims in 3 months. Okay, so nothing happened in January. So let's see. If she was May 8th, so there's 5 victims in 3 months. So 2, 3. So it all happened to happen. Hold on. Nothing. The original. Stephen Collins stuff's unavailable too. So I'm bound. Fuck. Can we find something for May 8th?
No. It's one of.
don't have any other dates, so I can't think of anything else we could use. Huh.
That an actual...
Wait.
Yeah, this date should be good. I'll search through a week or so of microfilm, starting from the date I've written down. Hopefully I can find some useful information on the previous victim. Yes, there we go. I'll have these printed.
Okay. Old school printer sounds.
All right, rinse and repeat. I should try to determine the previous... That way I can make my way back from article to article, victim to victim, until I get all the way to the first murder. Let's see here.
Okay, so let's see what we got here. This is Jane Doe. The infamous Soothsayer cranked up the 25th. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. See issue 842. Task force established. Let's see. For woman estimated 18 years old. Similar occupation, social class. Somewhat local to the area. Somebody first. Okay. Jane Doe. We've got Jane Doe.
I know
there.
where Constance Hill is, but that's a fair distance from the city. Better save it for tomorrow.
Okay.
For now, I'll put Jane Doe on hold and see what I can find about the previous murder victim.
Location added, which is good, but we gotta find these others. So I was... Okay, hold on a second. Let's see here. Because I said something about 842, right? See, issue 842. So let's see. Can I use that with these?
Let's keep things more... Microfilms containing...
Well, if this is a daily paper, so issue 842. So let's see here. Where's my pen? Okay, so this is issue 845. So it's the 29th, 28, 27, 26, 25. So this is 845, and we need 842. So 44, 43, 42. So we need April 26th. Okay. Right? Let's see what happens. Okay?
Worth it. Rats. I was hoping to find issue number 842 here. I guess the Sun is not a daily paper.
Is it not?
Oh, and Jane Doe died on April 25th to boot, didn't she?
April 25th,
That's
yeah.
the day before this. Seems unlikely that the murders were that close.
Okay, so what is the Sun? Hold on. Cassie Sun. Weekly news. Okay. So weekly paper, which I should have looked up, but that's fine. So if it comes out on a Wednesday of a weekly paper, so it was on the 29th, so Wednesday, that's what, 45, 44, 43, 42. Let's look there, see what that does.
Yes, this should be the right date. Let's see here.
Got that.
Okay, let's have a look.
Let's see. Soothsayer stages suicide of prolific deacon. That third member. Okay, that was the third one. That's the deacon that died. So say his death occurred April 3rd. Let's see. Deborah Sinclair's book set for Hollywood adaptation. Thorns of the Wild. Hold on. Thorns of the Wild. Which wasn't even in there. Let's see. Found dead in the King of Kings Catholic Church. Let's see. Eric Holloway. The postman who met his demise on the ominous full moon night last month. Okay, so this is April. So we need January, February, March, April. So let's see. We need March full moon, right? Let's see. And Benedict Townsend. Okay. Scrying mirrors. Okay. King of Kings.
Okay. I'll make sure to look into that church later and maybe find the address. For now, let's move on to victim number 2.
And if you're looking for certain books, I actually happen to have a book about a writer who's having their book turned into a movie that I just recently released, so you should definitely check it out. It's called Come By Me. It's also a romance. Check it out. Good times. What's full moon? Is that the... I can never remember. It's gotta be this, yeah? March full moon? We'll find out. St. Patrick's Day. Let's see. March 1998. My wife was born on St. Patrick's Day. So 98, she would have been... What am I? My wife's 5 years older than I am. We didn't meet till we were both into adulthood, so we were both legal when we met. Let's see. So my wife would have been, she was born in 82. So she would have been 16? Shit. Okay, so let's go.
Yes, this should be the right date. Let's see here.
March 18th, the day after my wife's birthday. Look at that. Let's see. On March 12th is when he was. Jesus. Okay, let's see. At 4 Verdant Street, people are no. Let's see. Brings to the brutal motel setting of Nurse Rose Taylor on Statehood Day. Okay, so we gotta find Statehood Day. March 12th. Okay, Statehood Day. So we gotta look up Statehood Day, right?
Eric's address isn't too far away, but I should learn all I can here before I visit any of the crime scenes.
Right.
Coming up last, the very first victim of the Soothsayer.
Which was that old lady, right? But they said it was Statehood Day, so we need to look up Statehood Day. Bingo. So let's do that. I don't remember.
Yes, this should be the right date. Let's see here.
A brutal stabbing occurred in the Azure Sky Motel on February 5th. Cult angle to the killing. Unfortunately, he remains a person of interest, however, and confirmed that the cause of death was multiple stab wounds. Cassidy's aren't. Hacker disrupts. There's something about hackers, because I saw something. Union leader. We love a union in the house, in the Shark household. Let's see. K9 unit is added. Yikes. Okay. 7th Rose, Amanda Taylor, was found dead. Blood everywhere, like a goddamn butcher room. She's going to hell. Let's see. Deborah Sinclair. They're all mentioned in here. Huh. Rose Taylor. So we got all those. Azure Sky Motel. Huh.
All right. That should be everything on the microfilms. I think I'll continue to focus on gathering information today and then head to each of the murder sites tomorrow.
Uh-huh. If you need help with what to do next, try open your notebook and query active tasks. Okay. Is that this? Follow up on clues.
I think I'll look into that church next, the King of...
Okay. So. Can I go look at the King of Kings church? I've never heard a church called something like that. Like, at least a Catholic church growing up. I mean, I grew up Catholic, so. Can I go there? They don't let me go to any of these places. Okay. Let's talk to the librarian. Always talk to your librarian. They know amazing. They're wonderful researchers and help you find a lot of things.
Yes?
Let's see what we've got. Okay. King of Kings.
Do you know anything about the King of Kings Catholic Church?
I'm not familiar with that church, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Not much, unfortunately. They're not within my area of expertise.
Okay.
What do you know about Benedict Townsend, the 3rd Soothsayer victim?
Apart from Deborah Sinclair, I can't offer much insight on the Soothsayer.
You're not helpful at all.
Are you familiar with...
I'm afraid not.
Well, you're not helpful at all, are you?
Thanks.
Very well.
You aren't helpful at fucking all.
If I need a...
Okay, let's see. Let's see, hold on. King of Kings. Okay. Huh.
The King of Kings is a Catholic church here in the city. The adjacent I'm not sure where exactly this church is.
I could probably go back to my phone book at the so I don't think there's anything else to find here. So let's do this. There's really nothing else, but I can find the address in the phone book because that's what you did back in the day. Church resume should be in the phone book, and I didn't even think of that. Although I don't know why there's not a phone book here at the library.
Nah.
Because that would make more sense. That would make sense. I should not have to go all the way back to the office just to get to the phone book. But this is a game, so what do I know? Heyo.
Great. I've got the address to the church. I'll head over there tomorrow.
Alrighty. New location added. I don't know what I just did. Hang on. Because I get clicky and then...
I think it's time to see what I can find.
Okay, the phone book. Okay, so let's see.
Got the number. I'll call first and see if a visit makes sense. God knows I have to be careful with those last drops of gas left in the bike.
Okay, so we got that. Let's see.
No dice. Nope. I have his address.
Okay, so we have that, and we have...
Nope. Lots of Taylors in there, but no Rose.
Okay, so let's do this. Oh, we want the phone, don't we? Let's call them.
Thank you for calling the Azure Sky Motel, your oasis in Cassidy. How may I help you?
Hi there. This is Kathy Rain from Rain Investigations. I have some questions.
All right, then.
What can you tell me about your motel?
The Azure Sky is a long-time family business. We've been serving tenants faithfully for over 40 years now.
Oh, wow, quite a while. So, how many tenants do you have?
We don't keep records of the number of tenants, but we have 50 rooms of varied sizes. We're about 3/4 full, but expecting to be fully booked during tourist season in the summer.
Wait, tourists actually come to Cassidy? Somebody deserves a raise for one hell of a marketing campaign.
No patriot of the community, huh? That's a shame. This city has a lot more to offer than people like you give it credit for.
To each their own, I guess. So, I hear that one of your tenants was murdered back in February? Rose Taylor.
No shit. Here I thought the boys in blue ransacked this whole place just for shits and giggles.
That happens more often than you'd think. Come on, man. Help a girl out.
Sorry for the attitude, but you know you're the umpteenth person to ask about that, right?
I get that, so how about we stick with the short version?
Fine. No, I don't know anything that isn't in the papers. No, you can't see the room. It's rented out. And even if you did go in there, there's nothing that the cops or cleaners haven't removed since friggin' February.
Well, we are in May, so.
Understood. So, what about the next of kin? She had a husband, right?
Yeah, he came by later to pick up the personal effects. I just met the guy for a few minutes.
Did you catch his name?
I did, but I don't think he'd appreciate me giving out his name to some random lady on the phone. No offense.
I am a bit offended, actually. I'm not some random lady. I'm a licensed private investigator, and a renowned one at that. Ever hear of the Whitmore affair?
That does sound familiar.
Well, that was me. Now, here's a friendly piece of advice. Choose the path of least resistance. I can be a much bigger pain in the ass than this Mr. Taylor, believe me.
All right, fine. It's Orson.
Orson.
Orson Taylor.
That wasn't so hard, was it? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Okay, so we have Orson Taylor, so we can at least look that up and see if anything pops up there.
That's all, thanks.
You're welcome. Have a great day now.
All right, found the husband's number. Doing that once was enough.
Did I not call him? There we go.
You've reached the Taylors. No one's home right now, but if you leave your details after the beep, I'll get back to you.
Hi, Mr. Taylor. This is Kathy Rain, private investigator. I was wondering if I could ask you some questions. You can reach me at 555-142-062. Thanks in advance. Bye. I think I followed up on what I can today for each of the different victims. Just one thing left to do. I noticed that the Gazette had the best coverage of the Soothsayer out of all the city papers. I think it's time to pay a dear old friend a visit.
Okay, so where are we headed? Go over to the Gazette and see. Okay, so all those I have to check on tomorrow or on the next one.
All right, here we are. Let's see how E is doing.
Oh, so E's working for the Gazette now. Awesome.
Hello, sunshine. How's my favorite Christian reporter?
Oh, what do you want, Kathy?
Oh.
I'm on a deadline here.
No small talk, huh? Can't I check in on a friend?
I wish, but we both know you only show up when you need something.
Ouch. Well, I did have something I wanted to talk to you
Look at that
about.
screensaver right here.
Let's hear it then.
Remember when they look like that? Just me? Okay, so we gotta ask her about some stuff.
I don't want to ask.
Okay.
What do you know about Rose Taylor, the first Soothsayer victim?
She worked as a nurse, I think. Other than that, I don't know much.
Have you heard of the Azure Sky Motel?
That's where one of those serial killings happened, right?
Yeah.
Thought it sounded familiar. I don't know anything else about it, though.
Do you know anything about Eric Holloway, one of the Soothsayer victims?
Not really. I'm sure you know more about him than me.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
I'm not. My family, we're Protestants.
I grew up Catholic, if that gives you any indication.
Are you familiar with
I'm just kidding.
scrying mirrors?
I think so, yeah. You mean the black ones made out of obsidian, right?
Yep. What do you know about them?
Not a lot. I know they've been around since ancient times and that they're quite popular in New Age culture today. My friend Meadow is totally into that stuff. I bet she'd tuck your ear off about it.
Oh? Sounds great. Where can I find her?
Let me call her tonight and ask first, okay? She can be a bit peculiar about things.
Sure, not a problem. What do you know about Benedict Townsend, the murdered deacon?
I don't know anything about that poor man.
Hey, you're a Christian. What does a deacon actually do?
Well, it's a Catholic
It
church,
depends
so
on
it's
the
different.
denomination,
Yeah.
but a deacon belongs to a church and can practically do the same work as a priest,
Right.
with the exception of sermons and rites.
And deacons can be married.
Interesting, thanks.
As opposed to priests, deacons can actually be married. Deacon's kind of like one down from priest. It's almost the full priesthood without being a priest. But a deacon, can they do transubstantiation? I don't know. Someone would have to let me know on that one. But basically they kind of, if a priest isn't there, a deacon can usually do the stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Granted, I haven't been to church in probably nearly 20 years, so I couldn't tell you. But deacons probably like step down from a Catholic priest, at least in the Catholic faith. I know there's deacons in other churches, and I don't know how that works, because I was raised Catholic, not Protestant. That's just me.
What do you know about the woman who was burned alive by the Soothsayer?
Oh, nothing. I hope that horrible demon is caught soon.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair?
I like her books, but I don't care much for celebrity gossip. Awful thing that happened to her, though.
Well, they say she was like 49 and she had 30 books, which at 49 I could understand having that many books. But my God, 30 books. I have, I don't know how many right now. And I'm still trying to think, like, I've got ideas for so many right now in my head, and I gotta figure out how to like sort through that.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
The serial killer? But... oh no, it's that stupid reward, isn't it?
You betcha. Money in the bank, baby.
Oh, brother. I'd say this is a terrible idea, Kathy, but it's not like you listen to me anyway.
I mean,
Oh, come on, Eileen. Don't be like that.
come on, Eileen.
No,
Whoa,
don't even
I
go there.
swear.
Do you know how many times I had to go to HR to get people to stop quoting that stupid song?
Poor old Johnny Ray sounded sad up on the radio.
Art, make her stop.
Why? It's not a half bad performance.
You guys are like peas in a pod.
Ugh, well, now I lost my groove. I hope you're happy.
Ecstatic. Are you done wasting my time now?
Oh, lighten up, E. Aren't you thrilled about another big case? Teaming up, just like old times?
You can't just pretend nothing happened, Kathy. You fired me, remember?
Oh.
I'll unfire you?
Yeah, right. How do you even know you'll get that reward? This is Cassidy we're
To be
talking
fair,
about.
I was thinking the same thing, but Lucas did his homework. He says this new mayor is the real deal.
That silly old man. He just wants one last case with his protege before retirement, even if it means you'll get yourselves serial killed.
And I'm all here for it.
Of course you are. It's not like self-preservation is anywhere on your hierarchy of needs.
Can't argue with that. So, speaking of my, needs, what do you know about Cassidy's most prolific murderer?
Not much. You should ask Art. He's much more up to date on that stuff, being our crime correspondent and all.
Okay, here's the thing. If Kathy fired her, it was probably to make sure she could get unemployment. It probably wasn't anything out of, like, disdain or anything. It's just, it would be much easier if she said she fired her and then she could get unemployment so she could take care of herself. I don't think it was necessarily,
I'll let you get back to you.
All right, see you later.
which sucks for whatever reason. But
Hey, E, can I have one of your cards?
Sure, go ahead.
Nah, I'm not that... Cute little frog. E has had that thing as long as I've known her.
did she have that at the
A few family photos. Eileen's got a big Christian family. Man, her brother is a hunk. Wouldn't mind getting some of that.
Now that's just mean.
Sorry, Summers, couldn't resist. Let me think.
disappointment?
Disheartening,
Yeah.
dismaying, dissatisfactory.
I think I'm looking for a stronger statement.
I don't know if
Then
it's
I'd go with depressing, distressing, or maybe demoralizing.
Demoralizing. Yes, perfect. Thanks, Art.
Anytime, kiddo.
Oh, it says someone needs to rehome their cat.
Aw.
I'd be open to that, but Mildred would lose her shit. My fluffball needs her Lebensraum.
No.
Word space is acting up again. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Oh, nothing. I was just admiring your stuff.
Uh-huh. Why don't you do that from where I can see you?
Fine, yeesh.
Jesus. I thought I was talking to him, but never mind.
Art Hopkins. Just
That's so. This better be good.
what do you know about the Soothsayer?
What do I know? I made the Soothsayer. Before me, he was the Mirror Murderer, the Cassidy Ripper, or whatever derivative moniker those dullards at the Times or the Sun can muster up.
Oh, wow. So, what's your take on the guy?
I could see right through you, Rain. You're a bad apple, and it stinks all the way up here. Finally got a whiff of that reward, huh?
Can't blame a girl for trying. You've got your sights on that money too, huh?
Who doesn't? It's 200 fucking grand.
Wow.
I got a juicy new lead, too.
A new lead, huh? I doubt it's that impressive.
Nice try. I'm not gonna slip up. Word of advice, go back to your cheaters and insurance frauds and leave the Soothsayer to the big boys.
Art's new lead. Huh.
What do you know about...
Stop wasting.
What can you...
Don't waste your.
No point. What do you know...
Certainly more than you. I'd be surprised if you ever picked up a book.
Fuck you. What a dickhead.
I don't need to ask...
Okay,
All
so
right.
Okay.
let's see here. Looked at that, looked at the toy frogs. Tape
I
art.
adore this new office.
I remember that. Something about a corrupt church. When the story broke, the place was shut down and some of the higher-ups went to jail.
For a decade, but it wasn't until you rookies piled on that he got his thumb out of his ass.
I don't blame him, Art. You complain a lot.
Oh, forgive me for having standards, Summers. You should be thanking me for saving you from.
Hey, do you mind if I borrow some tape, E?
Fine.
Rock bulletin board. What's this? Don't want to go to Cassidy.
Cacti...
How's that little beeping pal of yours?
Of course he's a green tea guy. Drinking coffee like a normal person would be much too sane.
Silly electronic Japanese thing.
She kinda died.
Some old sports trophy. Guess Art was into that in his oh-so-distant youth.
Condolences. Will there be a ceremony?
Very funny. It was a research project.
Jeez, now that's a busy calendar.
Sure.
The Cassidy Gazette,
Summers.
a mid-sized paper and one of the oldest still active in the city. I remember that. Something about a corrupt church.
Oh, I already looked at that. I think I looked at everything, yeah?
Vintage, huh? I can respect. Nice view of the...
Nothing. Okay, so you got everything there.
Gossip about.
Jeez.
It's called foreign reporting. It must be an alien
Sure thing. Can I ask?
Sure.
It must...
Half a year.
Oh, God.
That's what.
It...
Half a year on.
That's dead.
Oh, too many. I could feel my gray matter shrinking.
What made you just...
I had a family member in that pair.
Oh. Must have been tough.
Okay, so we're going through.
What was the...
If.
Damn. The state...
Oh,
That's a shame.
You don't know what the hell you're talking.
Okay, so let's see.
All right.
Let's talk to...
I don't think Art's Eileen's favorite person right now.
There we go. So you just gotta get it enough to make her pissed off enough.
Hey,
Yeah?
I don't want to ask.
Son of a
Man, I'm
bitch.
itching to know what Art's...
I bet, but I wouldn't know anything about that. Not that he...
You could still find out, right? Don't you want to ruffle that arrogant prick's feathers a bit?
Oh, well...
Pretty please.
Okay, fine. I'll try, but no promises.
That's fine.
You're the best.
Either that or I'm just a slow learner.
Alrighty, it's getting late. I'm gonna get out of your hair before Art rats me out and calls security.
Oh, he wouldn't do that. He's not as bad as you think, Kathy. You guys are actually quite alike.
Oh God, you better take that back before you make me take up smoking again.
She doesn't smoke anymore.
I have no doubt you'll be able to resist the temptation. Bye, Kathy.
Bye.
Bye. Let's see what we've got here. May 20th, evening 1. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Heyo.
Rain Investigations.
Kathy, it's me, Eileen.
Hey, E. What's up?
Oh, you know, just burning the midnight oil. So, I wanted to let you know that I found Art's new lead on the Soothsayer.
Amazing. Do tell.
Well, you know those people who were killed? Apparently, they were all under the influence of some sort of illegal drug.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. What type of drug?
I'm not sure, but this toxicology report here says that the street name is Pyre.
Never heard of that one. I'd better go ask Lionel.
Lionel? Who is that?
My drug... Well, a friend of mine, that's all.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'd say you should take better care of yourself, Kathy, but you've heard it all before.
Pretty much, but seriously, thanks, E. I owe you one.
Don't worry about it. Oh, and by the way, you know Meadow, that friend I was telling you about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what about her?
She said you can come see her tomorrow. She's got an RV over on the west side, Sycamore Lane 21.
Perfect. I'll go talk to her in the morning.
Okie dokie. I gotta get back to work now, but I guess I'll see you around.
You bet. Catch you later, E.
Bye, Kathy.
Pyre, huh? I better call the cop shop and ask Josh about that.
Who's Josh? Oh, she's gonna go ahead and do it without...
Detective Everett, narcotics. I'm not available right now. Please leave a message after the beep.
Hey, Josh, this is Kathy Rain. Been a while, huh? Let's meet and catch up. I have something I want to run by you. Hit me up at my work number, will ya? Okay, bye. All right, I guess that's that. Let's see if Lionel is at his usual spot.
Oh boy, so we gotta go talk to that. Jesus, I'm trying to get all this done in one go. Because I got shit to do. And it's nighttime anyway. Where's... oh shit. Guessing downtown.
Rockports and other cheap brands. I'm certainly not gonna waste my precious relapse on shitty smokes like that.
Cigarette machine. I haven't seen one of those since I was in college, and that was...
Hey, what's up,
late
Lionel?
2000s?
Hey, girlfriend. You here for the white stuff?
Not this time,
Whoa.
buddy.
Oh, you broke?
Yes.
Well, I am, but that's not...
That's not the point.
You just broke. Well, I ain't giving you a tab. I'd never see my money back. No offense.
I don't want a fucking Coke tab, Lionel. I just had some questions.
Oh, what's with the hostility, girl? There's no reason to be unsavory among friends.
Sorry, rough day. Can I run something by you?
Go on then. I suppose I got some time to spare.
What was I doing?
Do you know Pyre?
Oh yeah. Strong trip, they say. I'd love to get my hands on some of that.
Hard to come by, I take it?
No doubt. I never got so much as a whiff of the stuff.
Oh, really? Who's slinging?
No one I know. Sketchy motherfuckers, though, whoever they are.
How so?
Well, for one, you won't find them on the corner like us, regular hard-working candy men.
Yeah, you're all salt of the earth. How do they conduct business, then?
Well, they pretty much don't.
I'm not following.
Well, join the club, because it's some real candid camera shit. Every now and then, one of them dope fiends starts yapping on about some creepy fucker giving them Pyre, and it's always on the house. Trying to run an honest pusher out of business.
Some kind of obtuse marketing tactic?
If it is, those people sure as hell ain't capitalizing on it.
Some half-assed DEA honeypot operation, then?
No way. The feds don't give a fuck about Cassidy, trust me.
Who are these fiends, then? Got any names?
Nah, I don't ask for names. And the junkie clientele all look the same to me, no offense.
Haha. So you don't know anyone who could get Pyre? Some drug dealer you are.
Now, I didn't say that. There is this one person who just might be able to pull it off.
Yeah?
A friend of the boss. Ultra-wealthy connoisseur. Tries everything once, apparently. Rich. I mean old money rich. Deeply connected.
Quite the sales pitch. Are you gonna give me a name or just leave a girl hanging in suspense?
Now. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Surely a gumshoe such as yourself is well aware that information is a commodity.
I told you, I'm fucking broke, Lionel.
And I ain't deaf. We're talking a simple exchange. If you find out who's slinging Pyre, you send the Love Lion a word.
Deal. Loaded guy's name, please.
It ain't a guy, strictly speaking. It's one of those, transsexual types. Prefers to go by the name Hannah Verdue.
Verdue? That rings a bell. Some French family, right? Mine owners?
You tell me. Sounds about right.
I don't need to... Are you familiar?
Nah.
What do you know?
Look, I don't know nothing about those murders, Vic.
There's no need to... Are you familiar with the...
You ain't serious, right?
Oh. What do you know?
Nothing.
Oh. What's your take?
That creepy motherfucker got the whole town on edge, don't he? Funny how City Hall didn't give a damn until one of those celebrity types got killed. Embarrassing look for the city, huh? I suppose it was just a matter of time until Cassidy got our own Ted Bundy, Place like this, with no hope, breeding ground for psychos.
Okay, so we got nothing there, right? So, let's see here.
How does the owner of this place feel about you doing your business here?
Oh, he's more than fine with it. We've got...
You know if this guy's...
Nah, he ain't so bad. Better not push it.
Some people...
No comment.
Okay.
You're not smoking nasty old Rockports from...
Very funny. You know the Love Lion's got impeccable taste into...
Okay, so all that... Hold on.
Fat.
Short on dough, huh? That ain't a problem.
What if I could, but I think that thing's way too loose already.
I sincerely doubt that, girl. You play tough, but you ain't fooling anybody. Deep down, you a softie.
Oh, quiet you. This place is pretty...
Girl, you lost? This ain't exactly Beverly Hills.
Okay, so...
So what...
Not much, but I know she owns and runs a place on the south side. The Club of Hearts.
Catchy name. Casino?
Poetry Club, if you can believe that.
Yes, with a name like that, I
can.
can. Yeah.
Sure sounds like an appropriate waste of money for a Verdue.
Yeah. I suppose those motherfuckers ran out of rooms to put golden bathtubs in.
Either that or mammoth wool rug suddenly went out of style.
Okay, so we got Club of Hearts.
So that poetry...
Southside, that's all I know. Never patronized myself.
Okay, so we got that. Okay,
That's
that's
it.
fine. Oh, I hit the wrong thing.
Until next time.
Okay, so I need to go to the Club of Hearts or whatever. I thought... Nothing. Okay. I don't know how much longer we'll be on day one. We'll look it up here on the phone book.
All right, they're not open until Friday night, though.
Okay, so wait on that.
Ugh, I'm beat. You want to hit the sack, girl? Come on, then.
Aw.
So, there's something I need to tell you.
Yeah, I know, kid. Time to move on, huh?
Yeah. Is it that obvious?
I wouldn't be much of a PI if I couldn't see the writing on the wall for this one. It was nice having you around, though, kid. You spruced up the place, I gotta say.
Well, don't get lazy without me. I'm sure you still have a couple of years of detective work left in you.
Oh, that's all I need. Just a couple of more cases. Then I'm riding off into the sunset.
What's going on, Lucas?
What do you mean? Something wrong with my vacation outfit?
Why is he getting so, like, pale looking and shit?
Always been a sun-kissed kind of guy.
Okay. So we're gonna leave this off here for right now. Because we've got through day one at least, so there's that. Fun little factoid about lava lamps there, if you don't know. I remember when I was a kid, I really wanted a lava lamp, and I finally got one for my birthday. And I was so excited. I had it on, and it was turning on, and my dad comes in to the room. It was late at night or whatever. And my dad says, "You want to know how that works?" And I was like, "Whatever, Dad, I don't give a shit." And so he told me anyway. He said, "So what happens is, the wax or whatever that's in the lava lamp, what happens is it heats up from the light bulb in the bottom that causes it to rise, you know, because heat rises, so it causes whatever that wax in there, it gets hot, so it causes it to rise with the heat, and then as it cools down, it comes down." And I remember as a kid thinking, "Oh, whatever, Dad, who gives a shit?" Now as an adult, I know how it works, so I know how lava lamps work now to this day. So if you ever wondered, now you know. Anywho, we'll leave this off here with day one. Hold on here a second. So I've got nothing going on right now here. So we will leave this off here with that for the time being, and we'll continue on with day two in the next episode. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to jump down the like button. If you did like it, leave a comment down below with any other game suggestions. As I've said before we know it, what day is it? Shit. Horrorween will be here, so please leave your recommendations for Horrorween in the comments below. Share this channel with your friends and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already to see other videos that I've done. I will see you all in the next one.